We are fixing this country by fire, by force. Give me 3 reasons why you're going to be voting for the EFF.
I'm going to be very honest, genuinely honest. From a policy perspective, purely from a policy perspective, I would definitely vote for the EFF.
You know, as an open-minded person, I'm starting to see why this guy is loved by so many people. I'm starting to, catch it.
South Africa, I'm using this medium to speak to you all that you should give Julius Malema a chance to rule South Africa.
We are fixing this country by fire, by force. Now, candidate number 2. Tell me if you're going to be voting for the EFF. Give me 3 reasons why you're going to be voting for the EFF. Simple, right? If you're confident enough that this man can take this country to where we want it to be. 3 reasons, simple. The best ones.
I'm going to be very honest, genuinely honest. From a policy perspective, purely from a policy perspective, I would definitely vote for the EFF. Policy perspective, right? Policy-wise, EFF, I'm very aligned with the EFF. EFF strikes every single thing that I believe in, policy-wise. My problem with the EFF still is Julius Malema. And I'm not saying Julius Malema is wrong. Hear me out. I'm not saying Julius Malema is wrong. I think Julius Malema's attitude, his demeanor, the way he reacts, he's very reactive. He's still controlled a lot by his emotions. At this level of the game for South Africa, that's the worst idea. We need a president with a temperament. Even though you're aligned with BRICS and even though you have the backup with BRICS, but you still have that EQ to take a plane and go to America and try and explain yourself. Even though you're getting insulted, you still have the temperament and that emotional intelligence to put trade first over your personal emotions, over you feeling humiliated, even over you even being insulted back home. But as long as you understand that trade is more important, because in any case, you're going to get held accountable for the job results. If South Africa fails, the same people who are insulting you for going to America and getting humiliated are going to be angry. So you're doomed if you do, you're doomed if you don't. You need that. We need that level of temperament where South Africa is. Malema still has a very important role to play. I genuinely feel that Malema, more than anything, should be in the presidency of Africa. Either between him and Traore, I would say either Traore goes first, Malema would be the deputy, follow afterwards, or vice versa, whichever one. It's just more clear that if it ever happens or when it happens that Africa unites, which I really hope I live to see the day, the person, if it happens within the next couple of years, the highest candidate will be Traore. Obviously, I think I'll even vote for him as well. But my point that I'm trying to make is, you need Malema's arrogance. You need Malema's attitude when Africa unites. When we have nothing to lose, when you have that FU type of wealth and ability to actually walk away and it become inconsequential for us. Right now in South Africa, we are not strong enough. We don't have the polling capacity that Malema is at. Like, Malema is too arrogant for South Africa. We don't have the capacity to back it up, purely because we still live in a Western-dominated world. No matter how much we want to deny it, it's still the case. So with Malema, I genuinely do believe that he does have a very pivotal role to play, but more in African politics, not in South Africa's politics. When we reach unity as Africa, a personality like Malema will be perfect. Because he can easily say, you know what, to hell with all of you, we're going to do things our way. Then we'll have the capacity of backing it up. We'll have the resources, we'll have the manpower, we'll have everything to back that up. But as it stands right now, as South Africa, what we currently have is, for me, the best devil. I want to also be clear. my stance on the ANC, I've spent more years hating the ANC, hating Ramaphosa, than I did actually where I'm actually now, the position that I'm in right now. I never thought I'd be in this position, but looking at the current politics, it is crisis mode. We're in a crisis. Now it's a matter of, are you using your emotions strategically, or are you letting them use you strategically? And the way things are headed right now, Daki, we are being used.
You know, as an open-minded person, I'm starting to see why this guy is loved by so many people. I'm starting to, catch it. I mean, when a person speaks, now I'm teaching you, observe every single word they choose to utter, because that is a direct reflection of what is going on in their minds. And honestly speaking, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see if a person is being deceptive. What am I speaking about? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see if a person is choosing wise words in order to be deceptive. Like, for example, this man over here. Now, I don't know if you've watched this video as yet, but I did watch it from start to finish. And honestly speaking, I was so captivated. All my attention was on him. And what does he have to say next? And the ideas are so profound, clear-cut, to the fucking dot. There's no ambiguity, there's no fear of contradiction, none of it. And honestly speaking, I don't care whether some of the things, I just made that decision. I don't care whether some of the things I don't agree with. Because honestly speaking, even you on that side, you probably don't agree with some of the stuff that I say. Now, does that mean that I'm always wrong? No, you might agree with some of the stuff that I say, right? So that's the conclusion I've come to this guy, right? From now on, I'm going to be listening to him, not with this veil of, here we go again, but with this foresight of, maybe this guy has a plan. And at this point in time, it's not a maybe, right? Because now we're at a certain level of thinking whereby now we can see, okay, this is what we need. This is definitely what we don't need. So this is a lesson to the rest of South Africa. The next time you choose a leader, I don't care whether it's in your company, whether it's in, I don't care. The next time you choose a leader, the thinking more than what they say is important. And the thing is, we as humans, we can naturally observe a person's intentions, because it's as simple as actions matter. Actions matter. But more than that, the ideology also matters just as much. So not that I'm promoting anything, or not that I'm saying that I'm inclining everyone now to be on the same wavelength that I'm on right now. But all I'm saying is, open your mind up. Open your mind up and start actually seeing what these people are doing, and start actually hearing what they're saying, and start actually observing these people's demeanor, their whole stature as a person. Because once you start voting for a manifesto, I can go to ChatGPT right now, write a perfect manifesto. Maybe is it a manifesto, right? I'll write a perfect manifesto without a single spelling error, without a single contradiction. I can do that. But now, if we are going to be voting based on that, that's why we are here. That's why we are here. You read a manifesto, you read all of those things. I'm sure the person that wrote that manifesto doesn't even know the first word of that manifesto. But I'm just saying, our decision making should be based on way more than a fucking manifesto. Small. We are fixing this country.
Some things we don't know, we need to learn from one another. There is something I don't know that I need to learn from you. And there is something you don't know that you need to learn from me also, as a person. South Africa, I'm using this medium to speak to you all that you should give Julius Malema a chance to rule South Africa. I'm asking you to give Julius Malema a chance to rule South Africa. I know you may not like that man. I know you may hate him. I know you may dislike him. I know you may not like him for anything. But there is something that man has to offer for this nation of South Africa. You may not see it. You may not know it. There is something God wants to use him to do in this land of South Africa. I know you may be saying, oh, so that he can be able to favor foreigners. No, this is not about favoring foreigners. It is about you. There is nothing like us favoring us. He is not favoring us, and he's not going to favor us for anything. But I'm speaking to what I have seen. There is something Julius Malema have to offer for the nation of South Africa. Many of you may not see it. Spiritually, you may not see it. But those who have eyes can see there is something this man has to offer. I think it is high time as a citizen of South Africa to give Julius Malema a chance. Don't say no, why must we give him a chance? He doesn't do the necessary thing, he's supporting foreigners. No, that man may not be, what you are thinking may not be what he's thinking. So as a citizen, I think it is high time you people should sit down and think. There is something that man has to offer for this nation of South Africa. You are not seeing it, but we know. But we know. Don't say, hey, go to your country and go and tell your president like that, go and tell your country like that. There's a say that says it's better to listen to the advice of a young child that sees beyond imagination. God bless you all.